Step-by-step guide drawing anime characters in action poses. Hey there! Have you ever struggled to capture those dynamic, action-packed anime poses? You know, the ones that make your characters look like they're about to leap right off the page? Well, you're in luck. Today, I'm going to unlock the secrets to drawing action-packed anime characters. Stick around and let's dive in together. Did you know that dynamic poses can truly bring your characters to life? Whether you're an aspiring artist or just someone who loves anime, mastering these poses can elevate your work to a whole new level. In this video, we'll cover everything from the basics of anatomy and proportions to advanced techniques like foreshortening and exaggeration. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a toolkit full of techniques that will help you create more dynamic and engaging characters. Understanding the basics of anatomy and proportions. First things first, let's talk about anatomy and proportions. Understanding the human body is essential for drawing any kind of pose, especially dynamic ones. When you're drawing anime characters, you don't have to be 100% anatomically accurate, but having a good grasp on basic anatomy can really help. Start by sketching out simple stick figures to get a feel for how different body parts connect and move. Remember, the head is usually about 1/8 of the total body height. Knowing this helps keep your proportions consistent. Practice drawing basic skeletal structures from various angles. This will serve as the foundation for more complex poses. Breaking down action lines and motion flow. Next up is understanding action lines and motion flow. These are critical for capturing movement in your drawings. An action line is essentially a line that goes through your character's body, showing the direction of their movement. It helps you visualize the flow and energy of the pose. For example, if your character is jumping, draw an action line that curves upwards to emphasize the leap. Motion flow is all about capturing the fluidity of movement. Think about how different parts of the body move in relation to each other. Practice by observing real-life movements or watching anime scenes frame by frame. The more you study motion, the better you'll get at capturing it on paper. Using references and gesture drawing for practice. Now let's talk about references and gesture drawing. Using references is not cheating. It's a fantastic way to improve your skills. Look for images or videos of people in action poses similar to what you want to draw. Study them closely. Notice how muscles stretch and contract, how clothing folds, how weight is distributed. Gesture drawing is another powerful tool. These are quick sketches that capture the essence of a pose without focusing on details. Spend just 30 seconds to 2 minutes on each gesture drawing. This will help you loosen up and understand the fundamental shapes and lines that make up dynamic poses. Creating depth with foreshortening techniques. One technique that can really make your characters pop is foreshortening. This is when parts of your character appear shorter because they are angled towards or away from the viewer. Foreshortening can be tricky, but it adds incredible depth to your drawings. Start by practicing with simple shapes like cylinders or cubes to get a feel for how objects look when foreshortened. Then apply this knowledge to different parts of the body. For example, if a character is pointing towards the viewer, their arm will appear shorter than if it were extended sideways. Use overlapping lines and varying thicknesses to enhance this effect, adding energy with exaggeration and overlapping action. Finally, let's add some energy with exaggeration and overlapping action. Anime often uses exaggerated poses to convey intense emotions or actions. Don't be afraid to push your poses beyond realistic limits. Elongate limbs, bend spines more dramatically, or make eyes wider. Exaggeration can really bring out the dynamism in your work. Overlapping action is another great way to add energy. This involves showing different parts of the body moving at different times. For instance, if a character is throwing a punch, their fist might be ahead while their shoulder lags slightly behind. This creates a sense of fluidity and makes your poses feel more alive. Alright, let's recap some key techniques for drawing dynamic anime poses. 1. Understanding basic anatomy and proportions. 2. Using action lines and motion flow. 3. Practicing with references and gesture drawings. 4. Creating depth through foreshortening. 5. Adding energy with exaggeration and overlapping action. Remember, mastering these techniques takes time and lots of practice. Don't get discouraged if things don't look perfect right away. Keep experimenting and pushing yourself. Thanks for watching and happy drawing!